Hi boys and girls, my name is Julie Daubenspeck. In our video today, I'm going to read you an award-winning children's book entitled Have You Seen Claudia? Now, I have to tell you, I'm very excited about this story. And the reason I'm so excited is because my husband, Vince Daubenspeck, is the author. He wrote this Hawaiian tale while we were still living in Hawaii. It's a beautiful book, it's a wonderful story, and it's super fun. I think you're going to love it. Don Robinson is the illustrator for this book. Don Robinson is a very popular artist in Hawaii, and Vince was incredibly fortunate to be able to get Don to do the artwork for this children's story and also for one of his other books entitled Kahola, King of the Whales. If you haven't read Kahola, I would encourage you to check it out. Both of these books are wonderful. Now, in our story today, we have a wonderful character named Claudia the Cleaner Fish. There's something very special about Claudia. I'm curious if you can pay attention and see what makes her different than the other fish in the sea. Let's find out. Are you ready? Have you seen Claudia? All right. Listen carefully. In the not-so-deep part of the deep blue sea lived Claudia the Cleaner Fish. She was bright yellow and brilliant blue, and everyone thought she was the most beautiful fish in the sea. Claudia the Cleaner Fish loved her cleaning job. She was in charge of cleaning all of the fish that came to her little cleaning shop under the pink and purple coral ledge. Claudia happily bobbed up and down in front of her colorful cleaning shop to let everyone know that she was open for business. All kinds of fish came to Claudia, and she helped as many fish as she could. Wow, look at all of those beautiful fish coming to Claudia. Wow. Trevor the triggerfish needed his gills cleaned so he could breathe better. He opened his gills wide and Claudia went to work. "Thank you, Claudia," said Trevor. Amber the amberjack needed her eyes cleaned so she could see far into the distant ocean depths. Claudia loved working on such beautiful eyes. "Thank you, Claudia," cheered Amber. Wow, look at those big, beautiful eyes. Penelope the Puffer needed her spines cleaned so that she could protect herself. Penelope blew herself up all round and spiny when danger came around. "Thank you, Claudia," squeaked Penelope. Gregory the Grouper needed the inside of his mouth cleaned to swallow better. But it was scary for Claudia to be poking around in such a big mouth. "Thank you, Claudia," boomed Gregory. Wow, that does look scary, don't you think? Maury the Moray used to come and get his teeth cleaned, but he never liked it. He decided he would rather sleep, so Maury quit coming. Uh-oh. One blue, sparkly morning, Maury woke up in his cold, dark cave with an ache in his jaw. Something was stuck in the edge of his teeth. By the time the sun was high above the pink and purple coral ledge, Maury's jaw was throbbing with pain. He could not eat. His empty stomach was already rumbling as he stuck his head out of his cave and sadly looked for help. Maury slithered weakly over to find Claudia the Cleaner Fish. Oh my, boys and girls, he looks miserable. Wow. But on this most unusual day, Claudia the Cleaner Fish was not bobbing up and down in front of her colorful cleaning shop. Claudia was nowhere to be found, and Maury needed help. Trevor, Amber, Penelope, and Gregory all could see that Maury's jaw was red and swollen, and they all thought, that must really hurt. They started asking all the other fish if they had seen Claudia. Oh my, where'd she go? Trevor asked Leo the lionfish, have you seen Claudia? He stared blankly at Trevor and said, no. Amber asked Blair the blenny, have you seen Claudia? Blair munched on some algae, blinked her huge eyes, and mumbled, no. Penelope asked Flo the flounder, who asked Snurdly the snapper, who asked Paula the parrotfish, who asked Troy the trumpetfish, who asked Angie the angelfish, who asked Squiggy the squirrelfish, have you seen Claudia? Everyone blubbed and glubbed and flipped and flopped the same answer. No. Uh-oh. No one has seen Claudia. Where did she go? Oh my. What could have happened? Where could she be? We must find Claudia. They all searched farther in the deep blue sea than any of them had ever gone before. It was scary to go beyond their neighborhood, but Maury needed help. They could feel big eyes watching, but they tried to be brave. Blair searched through the colorful corals. Squiggy peered into the dark holes. Penelope wiggled through the green kelp. Snurdly poked around the rocks. Wow, everyone is trying very hard to find Claudia. Wow. Everyone looked far and wide. Amber the amberjack could swim faster and farther than any of Claudia's friends. She knew there was no time to waste, so she went deep into the deep blue sea. As she was searching the farthest corner of the ocean, she caught a bright yellow and blue glint in the distance. Because of Claudia, Amber could see farther than any other fish on the pink and purple, or the yellow and green, or even the orange and red ledges of the deep blue sea. Like a flash, she swam closer. It was Claudia. Amber gurgled, "What are you doing so far from home, Claudia?" Oh my goodness, boys and girls, why do you think she was so far away from home? Let's find out. Claudia looked into Amber's beautiful eyes and said, "There are other fish in the deep blue sea that need to be cleaned. They live far away and cannot make it to my shop. Every year I come here because they do not have their own cleaner fish. Cleaner fish come from all parts of the deep blue sea to help. Amber looked around and saw more yellow and blue helpers bouncing around the strange coral ledge. They were busy with all kinds of herding fish of all different sizes and colors, and now she understood why Claudia left home. Wow, Claudia was helping other fish far from home. Then Amber remembered, Maury has a terrible toothache and needs your help. Can you please come back right away? Since it was almost time for Claudia to return home, she agreed to leave the strange ledge. Amber opened her mouth wide like Gregory, and Claudia scrambled inside. Amber rushed across the sandy bottoms, green seaweed fields, and colorful corals to get home as quickly as possible. Wow, do you see Claudia inside her mouth? Wow. When they finally arrived at Claudia's shop, everyone rushed to see Claudia. Where did you go? What did you do while you were away? Why would you leave us? Claudia felt bad. I am very sorry I forgot to tell you when I was going. Next year, I will make sure all of you know when the time comes. I'll bet her friends were very happy to have her home. Wow. Meanwhile, Maury felt sad and embarrassed as he watched Claudia. She turned and got right to work on his painful tooth. Ouch! Oh! She picked and brushed and scrubbed and scraped, and soon had Maury's teeth all clean and feeling better. Thank you, Claudia, moaned Maury. Wow, I bet Maury's happy she's home. The next morning, Trevor, Amber, Penelope, Gregory, and even Maury all lined up to get their gills, eyes, spines, mouths, and teeth cleaned once again. They all admired how wonderful Claudia was to go and help other fish, especially Maury. It's awesome that Claudia helps so many fish. Maybe we can go next time. I am going to go help other fish somehow, too. There was lots of sharing and laughing, and it was another happy day on the pink and purple coral ledge in the not-so-deep part of the deep blue sea. Did you notice that Claudia was a very good example to the other fish? And they decided they wanted to help others too. In the back of this book, boys and girls, there's more information about cleaner fish. And there are also some pictures of all the fish mentioned in our story today. Boys and girls, did you notice what was different about Claudia? What made her so special? She was a servant. She was always helping the other fish. And once a year, she even left home to help fish in other parts of the sea who who needed help. Isn't that wonderful? You know, my husband Vince kind of reminds me a little bit of Claudia. He has traveled to other countries like Japan and Thailand and Africa to help other people at times as well. He's even taken our kids with him sometimes so that they could help people in other countries far away. Now, some people who need help, many people in fact, are all around us. They're right here at home. I have a good friend named Myra, and she's always helping people. She helps people who are sick, individuals who need groceries. She cooks for people, she cleans, and she helps in lots of different ways. Isn't that a great example too? Have you ever heard of the organization called Doctors Without Borders? They're like Claudia. They send doctors to countries far away to help people who need medical care. There's lots of organizations that send people far and wide to help people in need. Now, did you know that you and I can be like Claudia? That we can help other people too? Did you know that? Now, obviously, we can't clean other fish like Claudia, but each and every one of us is unique. We all have gifts and talents, things that we're good at, things we can do to help other people. So I'm curious, what are you good at? How can you use your talents to help other people? Vince and I would really like to know. You can go to Facebook, go to Humpty Dumpty Books, and leave us a post and share with us what you're good at and how you can use the things that you're good at to help other people. Okay? Well, boys and girls, that's all for today. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.